In a world where zombies and skeletons raise at night, where endermen roam, and the innocent villagers are incapable of even the most primitive of tasks, one man stands alone. A wanderer in search of glory, a warrior waiting his final prize. He wasn't what they asked for, but he is what they got. Will this man fail where others have failed, or will he rise to the occasion and save the world as we know it?
Hello everyone and welcome to my first Minecraft video. This is Peacewise and today we're going to be starting a new hardcore survival series, but it's going to have a little twist. Not going to be building any bases or shelters of any kind. That's right, I'll be a homeless wanderer on a quest to slay a dragon and find my beloved diamonds. I will be using whatever I can find, whether that's a cave or even just a hole in the ground, in order to find some safety, but I'm not going to build any shelters, no houses, or anything like that. So let's get into it. Alright, here is the new world, the new server, and it looks like we got a pretty decent spawn here. So let's go punch a few trees while I give you the intro. So, like I said in the menus, we are not going to be building any houses, nor are we going to be building any huts or anything of that sort. We are simply going to be surviving off the land. And so that means as night comes, we are going to be probably chased about. However, this first night, since I'll probably be ill-equipped, I am going to be making a bed should I find some sheep. And that way we can, have the series go for longer than 10 minutes. But um, after that first night, we are going to be uh, not using a bed any longer. And so that is going to be limiting us even further. So we are going to have to deal with phantoms eventually. It is going to be a really hard task. So just for this first night, we are going to be using a bed. Now, after I punch a few trees here, get some valuable wood, the first thing I'm going to do is go back to that ocean biome and probably loot a few of those shipwrecks. And the reason for that is they give really good loot. I've even found diamonds and I've found iron in a lot of the chests that spawn in these abandoned shipwrecks. So um, that will be very helpful if we can run around with a diamond sword on night one um, as we go. Now, another challenge that's gonna come our way, we are not going to be able to store things in our house, which means we are going to have to become very stingy with what we are taking and what we are leaving behind. So I am definitely going to be building a few tools here. However, we're not going to build an excess of really anything because we just simply don't have the space to do it. So hopefully we will be able to survive a little bit and gather up some things from these chests, but we are going to have to be kind of picky about what we bring. So let's get into it, and once I find a boat, we will come right back. All right, we got our first shipwreck right under us here, so let's dive in and see what loot we can find. All right, we got a buried treasure map, an empty map, some paper, and some feathers. Now, we don't have a whole lot of health or bubbles in order to keep us down there for a long time, so we are going to have to be quite fast with some of the recoveries that we do. Now it looks like there's a monument right next to me as well. I think I'm gonna fight this drowned here, and then we're gonna go raid that monument as well. There are two monuments. Okay, let's be smart about this. All right, we got some coal, got some wheat, another buried treasure map. Now, buried treasure maps, they can give you the same buried treasure, and so those two probably are going to be the exact same maps. However, it's not always the case, and so got a fishing rod here and some more coal. Oh, and our first trident, boy. Alright, we are gonna have to get away from him. Let's be on our way. Don't want to overstay our welcome after all. Alright, shipwreck number 2 is found. Let's dive in and see what we can find. Some more paper, another buried treasure map. I think there's going to be one more down there on the other side. And there we go, some emeralds, some gold, some iron, and some lapis. We're going to leave. Oh boy. We're going to leave the nuggets as, like I said before, we don't really have a whole lot of space. And I think we are going to do one more shipwreck until we head to land. So, we'll be back one more time. Alright, luckily we found one right next to land, so I don't think we'll be drowning. However, this one is under the land, so that is very interesting. We are probably going to have to dig our way through this. There's the top of the ship there. I heard a drowned boy. There he is. Alright, well, that is going to take far too long for my taste, so we have got to get going anyway, so let's get rid of some of the things we don't need and be off. Alright, so one of the buried treasure maps is okay. The other, however, is a duplicate, so we got quite lucky there. We now have an iron sword, and it looks like we're right next to this buried treasure here. Should be right around in this area, so let's go and find ourselves some treasure. And there it is. We've got a few emeralds, a heart of the sea, some TNT, another sword, some gold, lots of iron, and lots of cooked salmon as well. So overall, a very, very successful haul. Now we're going to go find that last map there. We can even get rid of this one. And it looks like we are going to have to go northwest. So we're going to be going this direction for a little while. It looks like it's going to be behind some land. Actually, we just found it. Alright, so we're going to head in this direction for a while, and we are going to be able to haul ourselves out another treasure. So, we will be right back when we get there. Alright, it looks like we arrived at the second spot. There was a skeleton on this island, and it nearly killed me. Brought me down to 2.5 hearts, so I have eaten some of the salmon, and we are now much more healthy. Alright, so as you can see, we are going to be digging quite a bit to try and find this buried treasure. Unfortunately, I searched for about 10 minutes of just digging, and so this is going to be a quick 8 times speed of that 10 minutes that passes by, and eventually we are going to be able to find that buried treasure, and you'll see it at the end. It's actually a pretty good haul, so forgive me for it taking so long, but you can see my struggle as we go on. There it is. Okay. Okay, we have found our loot. Lots of iron, lots of gold. Let's get some air and get the rest. Lots of emeralds, another heart of the sea, some more TNT, lots of salmon, and even some armor. Alright. Let's grab our crafting table and be on our way. Just in case we need the boat. Alright, so now we have plenty of resources to work with here at the beginning. And we can really now just start wandering around, trying to find maybe a village or something that is going to help us progress. Oh, there's I think that's a donkey or a mule, something I need. We'll jump on this a few times, see if it tames, and if it does, we are going to try and find a saddle. There it is, there it goes. Alright, we've got a donkey. Now, let's head back to the ocean and or a river biome. Unless, of course, we can fish here. Now, we are going to fish, and hopefully we are going to be able to get ourselves a saddle sometime soon. And so, for the time being, we're going to go off camera and fish a little bit and see if we can find something pretty decent. So, we'll be right back. Alright, it is starting to become nighttime. I threw my line in one more time to see here if we can get ourselves a saddle, and it looks like we are not able to. So let's quickly place down our bed. And to get rid of this bad nighttime. Alright. So it doesn't look like we are going to be able to find ourselves doesn't look like we're going to be able to find ourselves a saddle that easily. So let's continue on a little bit in search of our village. That was a zombie villager back there, and so maybe that means there's going to be a village close by. So let's wander around and we'll see if that's the case. Okay, this is interesting indeed. I have found a igloo here with a lovely little bed, and we have a furnace so we can start smelting some of our things in here, and we can start throwing out some of the other things that we do not need. Alright, with our last piece of food cooked, we are going to head on down into the mines. We've got plenty of food here. We've got decent tools. We've got iron armor, and so I think we are going to be ready to head on down into this cave. Let's venture on. I hear a villager. That is unmistakably a villager. I really want to know where that villager is. If there's a village nearby, or if what that was about. I guess I'm gonna have to take a closer look up towards the top here just to make sure after we're done mining. Okay, we've got things dying, we've got things burning. I am not sure what's happening at this point in time. Wow, that was a jump scare. Ah, we've got a zombie spawner. That is helpful. Some diamond horse armor. I think we're gonna leave that behind, honestly. We'll take the bones, we'll take the wheat to make into one more piece of bread, and we're gonna leave everything else. We will take the bucket as well, actually. There's a chicken here. Okay, well, the zombie spawner has been stopped. Let's head on deeper. Let's figure out what that is first, though. Looks like we are gonna have to mine our way down. Let's go this way first. Oh yes, that goes very deep. Got a little baby zombie down here. Creeper. Where did that creeper just go? Okay, okay, okay. That is not good. Fortunately, we have iron armor, so that didn't hurt all that bad, but that was not the best move. Okay. Oh, more creepers, and it goes further down. Well, let's keep following this and see if this will take us all the way down. Right now we are at 39, so it's looking pretty promising right now. Oh, it just goes so many different directions. We've got some more iron here. And we get to go down even more. Ah, baby zombie. Wow, that was close. Zombie with a sword. They are not making this easy for us, are they? This is a very large tunnel. I am already almost out of torches. It continues to go down. That looks like a sight. This has got to be one of the biggest surface mines I have ever seen. So many resources, though. Check of the elevation right now. We're at the 27 on the Y coordinate, which means we really only have to go down a little more in order for us to have a chance to find diamonds. Now, I am not sure what that sound was, but it did not sound good. Alright, I think that is gonna cover it for episode 1, and so we are gonna continue down this mine in episode 2, so hopefully you guys will come back and we'll find something good down there. So thank you guys for coming and watching. If you did like the video, leave a like, leave a subscribe, comment for me, and we will see you guys next time.